Okay. Good afternoon, dear students. How are you all doing? Okay, fantastic. So, friends, as we had spoken earlier, now we are on to the next chapter, that is money supply. I would not say the next chapter, I would say the next unit. If you all remember, I had told that money market, the name of the chapter, comprises of three major units: concept of demand for money, cover three chapters. Number one, concept of demand for money, concept of supply of money, concept of supply of money, and then you had the concept of monetary policy. I had told you all that each one will have a separate class associated with it. So class 1 for it done already. Class 2 is the PC present class, and class 3 is going to be the next class. Class 3 is going to be the next class. So, friends, with this said and done, let's start our journey. Let's start our discussion into the world of money supply. Into the world of money supply. Okay. So, let's put the heading money supply. Money supply. All right. Remember, last class was about demand for money. Today is about supply of money. Okay. First of all, what is money supply, sir? First of all, sir, the question is what is money supply, sir? Sir, money supply आखिरकार होता क्या है? इकोनॉमी में जितना भी पैसा अवेलेबल है उसको मनी सप्लाई बोलते हैं. बट ओनली दैट पैसा that is in the hands of public. Sir, please repeat. Money supply refers to the money in the economy in the hands of public. So see, there are two things. One is money in the economy, which is huge. Suppose 100 rupees is there in the economy, but in the hands of public, we have 70 rupees. So money supply is 70 rupees, not 100 rupees. Money supply is 70 rupees, not 100 rupees. So let's write it down first of all. Money supply money supply denotes the total quantity of money. Money supply refers to the denotes the total quantity of money. Money supply denotes the total quantity of money available to people in an economy. Available to people in an economy. Available to people in an economy. And remember one thing, money supply is a stock variable. Very important MCQ question. In fact, in your ICAI BOS app, I am going to post this question. So you all will have to answer it correctly. Money supply is a stock variable. Stock variable. That is, it refers to the total money at a point of time. At a point of time. Stock variable. As it refers to total money at a point of time. As it refers to total money at a point of time. सर इसको समझाइए हिंदी में. ओके. मनी सप्लाई का मतलब ये नहीं है कि इकोनॉमी में कितना पैसा है. मनी सप्लाई का मतलब ये नहीं है कि इकोनॉमी में कितना पैसा है. बात सुनिए ना मेरा, मैं क्या बोल रहा हूं. मनी सप्लाई का मतलब ये है ही नहीं कि इकोनॉमी में कितना पैसा है. मनी सप्लाई का मतलब है कि इकोनॉमी में जो पैसा है उसमें से कितना लोगों के हाथ में है. Money supply doesn't care about how much money is in the economy. It cares about how much money is there in the economy which people are holding. And the two are different, mind you, mind you, mind you. Very good. Friends, have you noted this down or have you taken a screenshot? Yes or no? Come on, everybody. Remember, here we talk Here we talk about money available to the public. Money available to the public. Here we talk about money available to public. Yes, your question is correct. Sir, what is public? That can come. What is public? That can come. So for your understanding, I will explain what comes under the definition of public. Very good. I'll tell for you what is the meaning of the term public. You know, everybody who is a user of money will be included and producer of money will be excluded. So public includes. So public includes. What does public includes? Public includes your households, firms, NBFCs. No, NBFC is non-banking finance corporation. Non-banking finance corporation. These are also companies, you can say, that give loans as a daily business. Non-banking financial corporations. What else? Public sector undertakings means government owned businesses. Government owned businesses. Foreign banks and governments. Foreign banks and governments. It also includes international money in IMF holding money, holding Indian money. IMF, you don't know, International Monetary Fund. IMF, if you don't know, it's International Monetary Fund, holding Indian currency. So public includes all of these things. But what does public exclude? But what does public excludes? You see, public excludes central government, state government, local bodies. It excludes banking system. It excludes banking system like RBI, which are the producers, as they are producers of money. As they are producers of money. Hence, these are included under the definition of public. Excluded मतलब हटाया गया, नहीं आते हैं. Includes मतलब आते हैं. कौन कौन included है एक बार फिर बोलिए सर. Okay, I'll tell you again. You know, households are included, firms are included, NBFC are included, public sector undertakings are included, foreign banks and governments are included, IMF is included. What is excluded is the CG, SG, local bodies, and the banking system. Friends, is that clear? Yes or no? Come on, guys. Come on, everyone. Is this clear so far? When we will talk about components of money supply or the aggregates of money supply, but is this clear so far? Next question is, friends, next question is a very important one. And my question is to you all. Okay. So, simply speaking, money supply refers to the money available in the hands of public. Money supply refers to the money in the hands of the public. And it refers to money held by the public. And what does public include? Everybody who is using, like the foreign governments who is using Indian currency, foreign banks using Indian currency, people in our country using foreign currency, firms using our currency, government businesses using our currency, but doesn't exclude the government. Well, doesn't include, it excludes, doesn't include the government of our country. It doesn't include RBI. It doesn't include the commercial banks in our country who hold currency, who hold savings and current account. Okay? Yes, sir. Now my question to you is, CG is central government, SG is state government. CG is central government, SG is state government. Okay. Now, everybody, we come to the next point. Who, from MCQ's point of view, I am talking again. When I say exclude, means they are not coming under the definition of public. So only the money with these things, money with this, 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 will come under money supply. Money held with them and money held with them are not included in money supply. Is that clear? Now, question is, who is the primary source of money supply? My question to you all from the MCQ standpoint is, who is the primary source of money supply? Who is the primary source of money supply? Who is the primary source of money supply? Can you tell me this? Come on, everyone. Can you tell me who is the primary source of money supply? Very good. Perfect. Perfect answer. RBI, Reserve Bank of India, also called the central bank in our country. Then comes the concept of fiat money. What is fiat money? Fiat money. Are the money that we have, 500 ka notes, 200 ka notes, why that is money? Because that is backed by the government. Because government is telling that it is promising to pay a sum of 500 or value of 500 for anybody holding 500 notes rupee. Yes or no? So that is fiat money. That is fiat money, everyone. That is fiat money. It is the currency issued by the central bank. Currency issued by the fiat money is the currency issued by RBI. That is central bank and backed by government. And backed by government means government is saying that we acknowledge that this is currency. Or else you can very well make a, helicopter or an aeroplane out of it. And backed by government. The main important thing is, so in order to be called as fiat money, it should have the backing by the government. It should have the backing by the government. मतलब गवर्नमेंट बोलता है ये 500 का नोट है इसलिए वो 500 का नोट है. अगर गवर्नमेंट बोलना बंद कर दे, जैसे हुआ था नोटबंदी, डिमोनेटाइजेशन टुक प्लेस आई थिंक ऑन 8th November 2016. I may be wrong. I'll maybe slight here and there, 8th October or 8th November, it may be 2016, whatever it is, demonetization took place. So from that day onwards, it was not legal tender. It was not legal tender. Yes, it is called fiat money because it is issued by the RBI and backed by the government. Understood, not understood, everyone? Yes or no? Come on, everybody, yes or no? Then we will talk about the components of money supply, M1, M2, M3, M4. Okay. Yes. Now moving on. Now moving on. Components of money supply. Components of money supply. Friends, there are four main components of money supply. M1, M2, M3, and M4. So, sir, can you talk to us about each one of them? Definitely, I would. Please pay attention. Yes, sir, we are listening. See, M1 is basically currency that people like you and me are holding. Currency held by public. Currency held by public. Acha, by the way, these are announced by RBI. This is not what I am categorizing into M1, M2, M3, M4. This categorization has been done by RBI. I repeat my statement. This categorization has been done by RBI, not by me. Is that clear? Yes, sir. So what does it include? It includes number one, currency. Number one, currency held by the public. Number one, currency held by the public. Number one, currency held by the public. Then plus currency held by the public, currency held by the public, currency held by the public, plus currency held by the public, plus demand deposits by banks. Demand deposits by banks. Sir, what are demand deposits? Can you all tell me? Demand deposits means money that you can withdraw by issuing checks. So there are two demand deposits you see. There are two demand deposits you see. One is the current account, other is called savings accounts. That's why I also call it CASA deposits. CASA. 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 CASA deposits. Why is it called CASA deposits? Of course, because current account, if अगर आपके पैसे करंट अकाउंट में है, आप जब चाहे चेक इशू करके या अदरवाइज आप अपने पैसे निकाल सकते हैं. सेम फैसिलिटी आपके पास सेविंग्स अकाउंट में है, इसीलिए इन्हें डिमांड डिपॉजिट्स कहते हैं. एफडी और आरडी आपको एक 3 साल 5 साल के लिए ब्लॉक करके रखना पड़ता है, उसमें चेक फैसिलिटी नहीं होता है एफडी और आरडी में. बट करंट अकाउंट्स एंड सेविंग्स अकाउंट हैव दिस फैसिलिटी. हेंस डिमांड डिपॉजिट्स बाय बैंक, हेंस डिमांड डिपॉजिट्स बाय बैंक, हेंस डिमांड डिपॉजिट्स बाय बैंक comes under, hence everybody, demand deposits by bank, hence demand deposits by bank comes under this CASA deposits, under CASA deposits. Demand deposit by bank is also called CASA, current account, savings account. But what it does not include, acha, plus other deposits by RBI, plus other deposits by RBI, other deposits by RBI, other deposits by RBI. Means RBI has certain deposits held by the governments, etc. Whatever RBI has, that is M1. So M1 comprises of three things. Repeat after me. Currency held by the public, demand deposit by banks, and other deposits by RBI, and other deposits by RBI, and other deposits by RBI. Okay, so I'll repeat. M1 includes three things: currency held by the public, demand deposit by bank. CASA is current account and savings account. Basically, current account is a facility in commercial banks wherein you can withdraw your money using check any number of times. Similar is savings account. Though there is some difference, but in both of them, the one common factor is that whenever you want, you can withdraw your money. Hence, they are called demand deposits. And lastly, other deposits by RBI. When you add them up, friends, you reach M1. Friends, you reach M1. Is that clear, friends? Yes or no? Acha, friends, how many of you know that you can open a bank account or save money or put your money in the post office also? How many of you knew this before me having to say this? Also, whatever I am writing is enough. So for example, if I have not written what is coming under other deposits by RBI, it means it is not needed. We are preparing for CA foundation. So we will stick to what we have to study for CA foundation, right? Very good. A lot of you know, like Ayush, Renuka, Anjali, Aditya. So friends, in M2, you have two things. M1, that is the entire M1 plus savings deposit that you have with post office. Savings deposit in post office savings account. Saving deposit with post office savings account. Acha, who has characterized this? RBI itself has done that. Yes. Now, what is M3, sir? Friends, in M3, be careful. What students do is, in M3, they write M2 plus. This is wrong. M3 is not M2 plus. M3 is again M1 plus. This time, this time, you have time deposits. You know what is time deposits? Fixed deposit, recurring deposit. See, here you had current account, savings account. Here you have savings account. But where will FD and RD come? जो पैसे आप लंबे समय के लिए रखते हो, FD is the amount of money you save in the bank for a longer period of time. So dear students, in M3 that is included. So M3 is M1 plus net time deposits in the banking system. Net time deposits in the banking system. Net time deposits in the banking system. Hopefully it's crystal clear, everyone. Hopefully it's crystal clear, everyone. And finally is M4. It is M3. M4 is M3 plus total deposit with post office. Total deposit with post office, M3 plus total deposit with post office. Total deposits with post office, savings bank. Remember, there is something issued by the government called National Savings Certificate. It is excluded, excluding NSC. Very important MCQs can come from here. The excluding National Savings Certificate, excluding NSC. That is, it excludes National Savings Certificate. It excludes National Savings Certificates. RD is also like a time deposit, recurring deposit, where you keep depositing money for a certain number of time. Total deposit with post office savings bank, excluding National Savings Certificates. And I'll again repeat, my discussion would stick to whatever is required for foundation MCQs. Foundation MCQs, whatever is required, my discussion will be related to that, because the chapter is huge. If I start talking about each one, then for each unit we will need 4 to 5 classes, and we have got one class for supply. That is only today's class. So we'll stick to what is necessary. Okay, so total deposits with post office savings bank, excluding NSC. NSC full form is National Saving Certificate. That is okay. If you did not get it, I'll write it. Excluding National Saving Certificate. It is not included under M4. Is that clear, everybody? So remember one thing, another MCQ I am preparing you for. What is it, sir? What is it, sir? M1 is the most liquid form of money. M1 is the most liquid. Most liquid means easily convertible to cash. 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 And I repeat, most liquid means easily convertible to cash. Most liquid means easily convertible to cash. Most liquid means the easily convertible to cash. And the M4 is the least liquid. M4 is the least liquid. In MCQ Institute may ask you, which one of them is the least liquid form of money supply? Remember, then you would be talking about M4. M4, M4. And you know what is the meaning of liquid? Ease of conversion to cash is called liquidity. Ease of conversion to cash is called liquidity. Yes, sir, it's crystal clear. So friends, and one more question is very relevant, very important rather. M1 is called narrow money. Remember, M1 is called narrow money. Institute may ask you, so I am writing it for you. M1 is also called narrow money. M1 is also called narrow money. Okay. M1 is also called narrow money. M1 is also called narrow money, while M4 is called broad money. While M4 is called broad money. M4 is called broad money. M4 is called broad money. M1 is called narrow money. M4 is called broad money. Least liquid means most difficult to convert to cash. Least liquid means most difficult to convert to cash. In terms of ease, if we talk about, it is the most difficult one to convert to cash. And remember, M1 is called narrow money, M4 is called broad money. M1 is called narrow money, M4 is called broad money. Is that clear, everybody? Okay, now please pay attention, everyone. Now please pay attention, everyone. We have something called reserve money. Friends, we have something called reserve money. Friends, we have something called reserve money. It is also called central bank money, reserve money, central bank money, base money. I will explain what it is. Or high powered money. Or high powered money. High powered money. So there are different languages, but we are referring. Acha, by the way, there will come a formula when I will write H. H is referred to high powered money. But sir, what is it? ये है क्या आखिरकार? ये है क्या आखिरकार? What is it exactly? That I will write. First, remember the different names. You know, one MCQ question could be reserve money, other name is. So it could be central bank, base money, high powered money. And therefore, you got to be extra careful with it. And therefore, you got to be extra careful with it in terms of what language you are using. And friends, I repeat, I will repeat this in English and I'll repeat this in Hindi. I know, I know, and I am intentionally doing it. I accept this that 2 to 3 or 4 questions every time I ignore from you all. Sir, why do you do that intentionally? Because see, friends, try to understand from my side, there is limitation for money supply. Since we have got one class, that is ICAI is expecting us to talk about the most important points, right? So if I try to talk and answer each and every question going inside the topic na, then the topic will be incomplete and that will be a bigger loss for you all. हिंदी में बोल देता हूं, कभी कभी मैं जानबूझकर आप लोगों के 3 4 क्वेश्चंस को इग्नोर करके आगे बढ़ जाता हूं, क्योंकि वो टॉपिक से इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है। क्योंकि अगर मैं वो क्वेश्चंस भी लिया, मन तो करता है कि उन क्वेश्चंस का भी आंसर करें, बट दोस्तों उससे होगा यूं ना कि हमें जो एक क्लास मिला है ना, फिर वो सफिशिएंट नहीं रहेगा। ठीक है, इंस्टीट्यूट हमसे एक्सपेक्ट करता है कि ये मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें करवाएं आपको, राइट? और वो हम लोग करवा भी रहे हैं, राइट? तो इसलिए रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप लोग बस जो बता रहे हैं ना, उसको पकड़ के रख लो कस के, वो मत भूलो। ठीक है ना? उम्मीद है आप समझोगे। सही है। सो फ्रेंड्स, now we talk about reserve money, central bank money, base money, and high powered money. Okay, so let's talk about this now. See, there are two approaches to measure high powered money. There are two approaches. Sir, what are the two approaches to calculate that? One is liability approach, method 1. Liability approach. Method 2, assets approach. Assets approach. So friends, try and understand. Liability approach. Acha, both will give the same answer. The approach is just different. Both will give the same answer. Okay, now pay attention. Method one is, friends, liability approach. Method two is assets approach. Method one is liability approach. Method two is assets approach. ठीक है ना? अब समझिए आप लोग बात को. Calculate कैसे होता है? How is it calculated? What is calculated? Sir, high powered money, reserve money, central bank money, or base money. How is it computed, sir? So please pay attention, everyone. Number one is the liability approach. Number one is the liability approach. So friends, under the liability approach, it includes currency in circulation. That is currency with public, you can say. Instead of currency in circulation, currency with public, plus banks deposit with RBI. Huh? Sir, why will commercial bank deposit with RBI? Those who had economics in 11, 12, they will understand. For others, I am explaining. RBI has a rule. Everybody write down in the chat. RBI has a rule. What rule, sir? That amount of money that commercial banks have, certain percentage of that money that commercial banks have, they have to maintain as reserves with RBI or with themselves. Means that proportion of reserves cannot be used for granting loans. सर हिंदी में बोलिए. आरबीआई का एक रूल है कि कमर्शियल बैंक्स के पास जितने भी पैसे होंगे ना, उसका एक सर्टेन परसेंटेज कमर्शियल बैंक्स को क्या तो आरबीआई के पास जमा रखवाना पड़ेगा या खुद के पास मेंटेन कर सकते हैं. तो लायबिलिटी अप्रोच बोलता है और हाई पावर्ड मनी अप्रोच बोलता है कि वो डिपॉजिट्स जो अलग से रखा गया है, जिसको लोन के रूप में नहीं दिया जा सकता, वो भी इसमें इंक्लूड होता है अंडर हाई पावर्ड मनी. So it's currency with public, it's banks deposit with RBI, it's banks deposit with RBI, it's other deposits with RBI. Other deposits means whatever other deposits RBI gets. Any other money from foreign governments or anything is coming here. Liability approach. But if you talk about asset approach, okay, great. Okay. Method two, assets approach. Method two, assets approach. Method two, assets approach. Assets approach include net RBI credit to government, net RBI credit to government, credit given by RBI to government, plus RBI credit to commercial sector. Commercial sector means it could include commercial banks also. RBI credit to commercial banks, plus RBI claim on bank. Past money that RBI has to take from bank. पुराना उधार जो आरबीआई ने बैंक को दे रखा और बैंक से लेना आरबीआई को, वो भी इंक्लूड होगा. तो आरबीआई क्लेम्स ऑन बैंक्स, RBI claims on banks. Add RBI's foreign assets. RBI's net foreign assets. RBI's net foreign assets. RBI's net foreign assets. Add government's liability to the public. The money that government owes to the public in the form of currency. Government's liability to public in the form of currency. The 500 that you have is government's liability to give you value of 500. Take out some note. Do you have any note? Take it out once. See, there it is written, promise to pay by the government. Let me check. See. Friends, I don't know whether the camera will be able to catch. I don't think so. But just beside 500, it's written by the RBI governor. It is signed. I promise to pay so and so money. I promise to pay so and so money. You see here. This promise is this portion. government's liability to public and currency. This portion that is written. In every note it is written. Is that clear, friends? Yes or no? Come on. Government liability to public. It is the government's liability to public. It is the government's liability to public. It is the government's liability to public. सर हिंदी में अगर इसे कंप्यूट करना है तो आरबीआई जो गवर्नमेंट को पे करता है, आरबीआई जो गवर्नमेंट को उधार दिया है, आरबीआई कमर्शियल बैंक्स को जो उधार दिया है, आरबीआई को कमर्शियल बैंक से पुराना पैसा जो लेना है, आरबीआई ने जितना असेट्स ओन कर रखा है, और गवर्नमेंट को जो पब्लिक को पैसा देना है करेंसी के फॉर्म में इन द फॉर्म ऑफ वैल्यू, ये सारी चीजें असेट है आरबीआई की. एंड फ्रॉम दिस you subtract. Just like RBI has asset, RBI also has liability. So less RBI's non-monetary liabilities. Less RBI's non-monetary liabilities. The computation is the same. Calculation is the same. Both will give the same answer. So I will advise you to remember this. Same answer. Same answer under both the methods. So the better thing is to remember this method. You should know both, but better thing is to remember this first. Currency with public, bank deposit with RBI, other deposit with RBI. Khatam. Yes, sir. Understood. Yes, sir. Understood. Crystal clear, everybody? Yes or no, guys? Come on. Is this clear so far? Yes or no, guys? Come on. Now, friends, we discuss the difference between reserve money and narrow money. Reserve money and narrow money. Or okay, that is not even needed. So let's not go there. Now I will tell you one more thing. Now I will tell you one more thing. First, let's do some sums. What say? Are we ready to do some questions from ICAI Math? Yes, sir, we are ready. Okay. See what they are saying. What they are saying. What they are saying. Calculate M1 from following data. Can you see this question in the institute material? Calculate narrow money from the following data. Let's solve it now. Whether we are able to solve or not, we will understand. See, calculate narrow money from the following data. First is currency with public. First is currency with public. Listen carefully. First is currency with public. Yes, sir. Wait now. What did I say? After currency with public, you have demand deposit with banks. Hi, Anna. Check your notes if you've written the notes. And other deposits with RBI, because we have to compute M1. So time deposits not included, saving deposit not included. So 90,000 and 2 lakh, 2 lakh 90,000, and then 2 lakh 90,000 and this 2 lakh 80,000. I think it comes to 5 lakh 70,000, if I am not mistaken. 5 lakh 70,000 crores. Wow, that's correct. 5 lakh 70,000 crore is correct. Very good. Come on, friends online. Is that clear, everybody? So we have solved. If you check your notes, you will find this. Okay. Next. Calculate M2 from the following data. M2. Now you all know M1 plus savings deposit with post office savings bank. Okay. So number one is currency with public. This will be added. Okay. Now listen carefully. Circulation of rupee coin. Yes. Circulation of saving coin. Yes. Yes. Yes or no. Then again we move on. Then again we move on. Now, first we will compute. Acha, we are computing M2 na. So now this is included. Post office savings bank, definitely it will be included. Post office savings bank will be included. Cash on hand with banks. Repeat, cash on hand with banks. Sir, remember, when calculating M2 or anything, cash on hand with banks is excluded. It will come, but it will be subtracted, not added, because it is money with the banks, not with the public. Yes or no, everybody? Yes, sir, we certainly do agree. Then, then what else, sir? Then what else, sir? Then what else, sir? Then we include deposit money of the public. Yes, we add that. Yes, we add that. Certainly we do. So friends, this much is required. And you see, if you compute, you will get, see, notes. First, they have computed M1. Notes, coins, rupee coin and small coins, cash on hand with banks, plus deposit money of the public. Remember just one thing, that cash on hand with banks is subtracted. Cash on hand with banks is subtracted. And post office savings bank is included in M2. That is of course true. That is of course true. Yes, sir, it's done. Now see, let's solve some MCQs till whatever knowledge we have been able to achieve so far. Okay, and then we will move beyond this. First, let's test yahan tak ka knowledge. First, let's test yahan tak ka knowledge. Okay, first let's test yahan tak ka knowledge. Yes, sir, we are listening. What is the question that they have asked? Friends, pay attention and listen to the question that they have asked. First one, you all tell me the answer. I am not helping you. Reserve money is also known as. I have done this question just now. I have done this question just now. If you have forgotten, very bad. Very good to see that all of you remember that, sir, reserve money is known as central bank money, base money, high powered money, all of these. Just now I have made you right. Sir, can you tell us where you have made us write all this? Here it is. See, reserve money, central bank money, base money, high powered money. Check. Oh, right, sir. You have indeed made us write this. Crystal clear, yes or no, guys? Come on, everybody. Crystal clear, yes or no, everyone? Very good. All of you seem to be agreeing. Let's see the next question. Choose the correct statement from the following. Money is deemed as something held by the public, and therefore only currency held by the public is included in money supply. No, 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 no. Other things are also included. Money is deemed as something held by the public, and therefore interbank deposits. No, interbank deposits are not included in money supply. Just now I told you, write down, again write it down. If you forget, write it down. Interbank deposits are not included in money supply. Write it down. Interbank deposits are not included in money supply. Bus. Interbank deposits are not included in money supply because it doesn't. I am telling you again and again what definition I made you write. What definition I made you write. Check. Money supply demands the total quantity of money available to the people, available to the public. And are banks included in public? No, banks are excluded. Banks are not public. So money held by the banks doesn't come under money supply. All of you write down in the chat box. Money held by the banks doesn't come under money supply. All of you write down in the chat box. Money held by the bank doesn't come under money supply. Everyone has to write. Money held by the banks doesn't include money held is not included in the money supply. Money held by the banks is not included in money supply. Very good. Since interbank deposits are not held by public, therefore interbank deposits are excluded from measure of money supply. 100% correct. Full correct. So 2 will be C. What we are doing is basically trying to understand whether whatever knowledge we have been able to gather so far, are we able to do questions from it? Reserve money is what? I have shown you the calculation. Don't tell me I haven't. Here it is. Check. Reserve money. That is high powered money. Reserve money, that is high powered money. I have shown you. Here it is. Under the liability approach check, it is the currency with public plus bank deposit with RBI plus other deposits with RBI. It is currency with public plus bank deposit with RBI plus other deposit with RBI. See, I have shown you. Oh my God. So see, what is it composed of? Currency in circulation, ठीक है. Demand deposit of banks, current and savings, CASA deposits. अच्छा. See, now there arises a difference here. There arises a difference here. Here it is currency in circulation plus bankers deposit with RBI plus other deposits with RBI. And what we have written? What we have written? Please check. Please check. We have written bankers deposit with RBI and currency with public. Acha. So bankers deposit, not anybody else. So B is the answer. Demand deposit of banks that is held by the public is not included. Friends, is that clear? Yes or no? Agreed, disagreed? Fourth one, I will not help. You all will tell me what is the fourth answer. I don't know. Fourth one is none of the above. So I have just told you. Now tell me which one is the answer for the fourth. M1 is the sum of currency and coins with the people. हाँ ठीक है. डिमांड डिपॉजिट्स करंट एंड सेविंग कासा डिपॉजिट्स ठीक है. अदर डिपॉजिट्स ऑफ आरबीआई ठीक है. तो एकदम सही बात. एकदम सही बात है. 100% करेक्ट. I don't want to read the other two. Next, minimum reserve system we have not studied now, so forget it. Good question. Who is the primary source of money supply in all countries? Primary source of money supply in all countries. Now, if you write RBI, you are gone because RBI is for India. The question is all countries. So it is the central bank of that country. Acha. Sir, we understand that. Sir, we understand that. So friends, we have solved 4 to 5 MCQs and I think all of us are comfortable so far. Hayana. So now I hope you have gained some confidence that yes, we are able to solve and all our queries are being resolved. Come on guys, do you have that confidence here? Come on. RBI is only for India, friends. RBI is only for India. It is not for other countries. The question was for other countries as well. Great. Whatever it is. Now we talk about money multiplier approach to supply of money. Now we talk about money multiplier approach to supply of money. Yes, here it is. Money multiplier approach. Money multiplier approach. Money multiplier approach to money supply. 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 Great. So now how do we talk about that? First of all, money multiplier approach. What is money multiplier? What is money multiplier? Friends, first I will explain you in a simple way and then we will discuss even more. Okay? So first let's not discuss money supply. Forget it. इसको हटा देते हैं एक बार के लिए, ठीक है? दो सिंपली मनी मल्टीप्लायर और इससे भी बेटर है let's use the word credit multiplier. Okay? Credit multiplier. Yes, it is called money multiplier, but money multiplier is a bigger concept. Okay? So let's say credit multiplier. Friends, I am telling you two reserves. Remember that. Two reserves. Sir, then why have you written 3? Relax, you will understand. Pay attention. One is CRR. One is SLR. One is ER. Sir, what is this? Sir, you have written 2. Okay, let's write 3. Chalo. 2 are main important, so I had written, but let's write it. Okay. CRR is cash reserve ratio. I will explain it in both English and Hindi. Chinta mat karna. SLR, statutory liquidity requirement or statutory liquidity ratio. हिंदी में बोलता हूं पहले, फिर इंग्लिश में बोलूंगा. चाहे सीआरआर हो, चाहे एसएलआर हो, 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 मेंटेन दोनों को कमर्शियल बैंक्स को ही करना पड़ता है और दोनों रेट आरबीआई ही फिक्स करता है. उदाहरण के तौर पर सीआरआर को मान लीजिए 10% है और एसएलआर को मान लीजिए 10% है. इसका मतलब है कि अगर कमर्शियल बैंक्स के पास कुल मिला के 1000 रुपए आए, किसके पास आए? कमर्शियल बैंक्स के पास अगर कुल मिला के 1000 रुपए आए तो कमर्शियल बैंक को 100 रुपया आरबीआई के पास कैश के रूप में जमा करवाना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि सीआरआर 10% है, और 100 रुपया जो है कमर्शियल बैंक्स आरबीआई के पास भी रख सकता है, खुद के पास भी रख सकता है, कैश के फॉर्म में, गोल्ड के फॉर्म में, लिक्विड सिक्योरिटीज के फॉर्म में. बस लोन नहीं दे सकता. लोन अब कितना दे सकता है? 1000 में से 200 हटा लीजिए, बाकी का 800 ये लोन के रूप में दे सकता है कमर्शियल बैंक्स. इतनी बात क्लियर है? हाँ ना बोलिएगा. इतनी बात क्लियर है? ये बताइए. इतनी बात क्लियर है? हाँ सर, इतनी बात क्लियर है. सर, इसी बात को अंग्रेजी में ट्रांसलेट करो. इंग्लिश में अगर मैं ट्रांसलेट करूं तो इट इज बेसिकली फ्रेंड्स दैट आरबीआई रिक्वायर्स कमर्शियल बैंक्स to maintain two different kinds of reserves. One is the cash reserve ratio and the other one is the statutory liquidity requirement. Cash reserve ratio is that percentage of deposits of commercial banks which commercial banks are supposed to maintain on the decision taken by RBI with the RBI. So suppose commercial banks on a particular day have 1,000 rupees with them. Since CRR is fixed at 10%, so 100 rupees commercial banks have to deposit with RBI in the form of cash. Another such requirement is SLR, statutory liquidity requirement, wherein another 10%, for example, it is set by RBI, commercial banks will have to deposit with RBI or it can maintain it with itself, not necessarily in the form of cash. It can be both cash, gold, etc. or other liquid securities like bonds and debentures. The important thing here to realize is that out of this 1,000 rupees, 200 of the commercial bank money is blocked, and so they will be able to grant only 800 rupees as loans. Friends, is this clear to everybody? I have used both the languages, yes or no, yo or no in the chat box. If it's clear, yo in the chat box, no, then no in the chat box. Come on, everybody. Then what is ER? I will tell about that. Excess reserves. Is that clear, everybody? Very good. Very good, sir. Now pay attention. Now what happens? Sir, what is excess reserves? So suppose the bank had to maintain 200. Agreed? Some bank decides, some bank is a very good bank. So what they do is they maintain 250. But the legal compulsion that they had to honor was only 200. So the extra 50 is called excess reserve. कोई बैंक 250 रुपया मेंटेन कर रहा है एज रिजर्व्स विद आरबीआई, पर मेंटेन तो केवल 200 करने का दरकार था, कोई बैंक मतलब कमर्शियल बैंक, तो ये जो एक्स्ट्रा 50 रुपया मेंटेन कर रहा है ना, इसी को हम लोग एक्सेस रिजर्व बोलते हैं. उम्मीद है क्लियर है. नाउ फ्रेंड्स, क्रेडिट मल्टीप्लायर सीएम, आई विल शो इट यू इन द इंस्टीट्यूट बुक एज वेल. लास्ट में था, ये तो रहा. ये तो रहा. 1/r. Now, so please remember everyone, credit multiplier also called money multiplier, also called money multiplier. Though I will give you a bigger formula for money multiplier if more information is available to us. But whatever it is, credit multiplier or money multiplier is 1 by legal reserve ratio, LRR, legal reserve. Legal means that is legally required. Legally 20% was required. It's not fixed. This is 20% is just an example, by the way. By the way, 20% is just an example. So suppose if we fix it at 20%, 1 by 20% becomes 5 basically. Becomes 5 basically. It means initial deposits. If somebody deposits with a bank, commercial bank, rupees 100, then in economy, the credit creation, that is the amount of loans, the amount of money that will be created will be 500 rupees. That is 5 times. हिंदी में बोले तो इसका मतलब है, अगर किसी ने किसी बैंक में 100 रुपया डिपॉजिट किया, तो 100 रुपया का डिपॉजिट की वजह से इकोनॉमी में 500 रुपया पैदा हो जाएगा. मतलब एक तरह से हवा में पैसे बन रहे हैं. बड़ा अजीब लगता है कि सर 100 रुपया के डिपॉजिट में 500 का लोन कैसे हो गया. अभी वो मैं समझाऊंगा आपको, पर बातचीत तो क्लियर है क्या? हाँ ना बोलिए आप लोग. 20% क्यों? Because it is 10 plus 10 ना. CRR plus SLR is 20% ना. Okay, got it. Now, sir, please explain it. Okay, I'll explain it even further or even better. Suppose this is me. Okay. Okay, suppose this is me. Now, I deposit 1,000 rupees with, or I grant, let's say I grant 1,000 rupees to somebody with the name of Mr. X. What Mr. X does is he deposits this money in his bank account. So 1,000 rupees in the bank account. Now, you know that this bank, suppose this bank is SBI, State Bank of India. SBI grants loan to Mr. Y. How much loan can be granted? 800 rupees. You know why? Because SBI has to maintain 20% as reserves. Oh, haan, sir, it's correct. Now, why makes a payment? Why deposits this money? Why makes a payment or deposits this money in his bank? Let's say the name. Okay. First of all, then it was 800. Then it was 640. Similarly, it will continue. Yes or no? So if you keep adding them up, you will reach the figure of rupees. How much is money multiplier? 1 by 20%. So it's 5. So basically initial total credit creation, that is total money created in the economy, total credit creation in the economy, total credit creation in the economy is equals to 5 times of initial deposits. That is money multiplier into initial deposits, which is rupees 5,000. So if you add all of them, if you continue this cycle and you add all of them, you will naturally reach the figure of 5,000 rupees. I hope it's crystal clear to everybody. Yes or no? Come on, guys. Yes or no? Come on, guys. Another formula of multi-multiplier I am going to teach you. Don't worry. This is when only legal reserve ratio is maintained. Then money multiplier is 1 by LRR. If only legal reserve ratio is given, then multi-multiplier is 1 by LRR. LRR includes two components, cash reserve ratio and SLR, statutory liquidity requirement. Friends, have you understood this cycle? ये बात समझ में आ गई क्या? Right. Now, friends, I will talk about details of, another approach of money multiplier approach to money supply, to money supply, to supply of money, money multiplier approach to supply of money. But that I will only do after we break for 10 minutes and I will ask doubts. I am here only. I am not taking any break. So anybody has any doubts, they can ask. And the rest who need 10 minutes break can take that because I'll not be teaching for the next 10 minutes anything new. Okay. So yes, shoot your doubts. Yes, Ansh, correct. एक का डबल से एक का 5, करेक्ट अंश. एक का डबल वी डिड इन इन्वेस्टमेंट मल्टीप्लायर, एक का 5 वी आर डूइंग इन क्रेडिट क्रिएशन. LRR स्टैंड्स फॉर लीगल रिजर्व रेशियो. सिंपली LRR का मतलब होता है, कमर्शियल बैंक्स के टोटल पैसे का वो हिस्सा जो कमर्शियल बैंक लोन के रूप में नहीं दे सकता क्योंकि उसे वो आरबीआई के पास डिपॉजिट्स के रूप में रखवाना पड़ता है. बात खत्म हो गया. बात खत्म. LRR stands for legal reserve ratio. Legal reserve ratio. Yes, Ritik, it will always be given in the question. SLR and CRR, if needed, they will always give in the question. Otherwise, how will you calculate? Of course, you cannot. जो 1,000 रुपए मैंने डिपॉजिट किया एसबीआई में, उसका 80% एसबीआई ने किसी को लोन दिया, उसका 80% आईसीआईसीआई ने किसी को लोन दिया। तो 1,000 रुपया इकोनॉमी में आने की वजह से कितने सारे लोगों को लोन मिल रहा है, उसी को क्रेडिट क्रिएशन बोलते हैं। टोटल 1,000 रुपए की वजह से इकोनॉमी में 5,000 का लोन दिया जा सकता है। ओके, 2 to 3 minutes more and then we will start. नहीं, मुस्कान इज आस्किंग हर बार 5 से डबल होगा? नहीं नहीं मुस्कान, एक बार 1,000 का डिपॉजिट किया तो ओवरऑल टोटल मिला के जब सारा लोन्स हो गया तो टोटल 5 हो गया, तब 5 टाइम्स हुआ। हर स्टेप पे नहीं, ओवरऑल लास्ट में जब आप ऐड करोगे तब। यस अशिंका, सम्स कैन कम। दिव्या, एलआरआर फुल फॉर्म इज? LRR stands for legal reserve ratio. Yes, definitely sums can come up in exams and we are solving all of them. Let's go ahead now. Okay, let's go. So now we talk about money multiplier again. Again, money multiplier approach, but this time in a more detailed way. So there are three factors. Students, how many? Students, how many? There are three factors, and then I'll tell you the formula as well. There are three factors on which there are three factors on which total money supply depends. On which total money supply depends. The first one we have already covered. We have already discussed the first one. If you had paid attention, you would realize that we have already done the first one. What is it? The ratio of reserves to deposits. The ratio of reserves to deposits, or reserve ratio. Ratio of reserves to deposits. Ratio of reserves to deposits, or simply speaking, reserve ratio is the first factor. Reserve ratio is the first factor. And how many reserves are there? You all know there are three types of reserves. Can anyone tell me how many types of reserves are there? Three, of course. But which one of them are they? What are they? Yes, Anuj, commercial banks can hold excess money. So yes, very good. One is cash reserve ratio. Another is statutory liquidity ratio. And one is extra reserves. So the first factor that determines money supply, you see now, here money supply in the above example is 5,000. It depends. It has come only after you have put this value. So yes, it's definitely there. Second thing is, just like I told initial deposits, instead of initial deposits, you can say how much money is already there. जितना मनी होगा उसी को तो सर्कुलेट करेंगे ना. तो स्टॉक ऑफ हाई पावर्ड मनी, high powered money in the economy. So it depends on high powered money in the economy as well. That is, it depends on the value of H as well. What is high powered money? You know now. Very good. And third thing is, friends, the third thing. Acha, by the way, high powered money has direct relation with money supply. Just write down. High powered money has direct relation with money supply. High powered money has direct relation with money supply. So what I mean to say is that if the high powered money in the economy increases, money supply in the economy will also increase. Third thing is finally, everybody, third thing is finally ratio of currency to deposits. Ratio of currency to deposits. What does it mean, sir? It means what part of total deposits of people is held in the form of currency. It shows the behavior of general public. It shows the behavior of general public. It shows what percentage of deposits of people they hold in form of currency. They hold in form of currency. What percentage of total deposits of people they hold in form of currency? Suppose, for example, I have rupees 100, for example. Now, out of rupees 100, I have kept 50 in the bank and 50 in the form of currency with me. So my CDR means currency deposit ratio. CDR means currency deposit ratio is 50% or 0.5. 50% or 0.5. But sir, what is the formula for money multiplier if so much of information is known to us? If so much of information is known to us. So friends, it is. Money supply is equals to money multiplier, or you could say money supply. Total money supply, if you have to find out, that is equals to 1 plus C by R plus E plus C into H. But if you want money multiplier only, but if you want money multiplier only, then it is 1 plus C by R plus E plus C. Now you may get confused कि सर आप मनी मल्टीप्लायर का दो फॉर्मूला दिए हैं, ऊपर में आप केवल लिखवाए थे ये रहा 1/LRR, और अभी यहां पे आप ये लिखवा दिए तो कौन सा करे? इट डिपेंड्स ऑन इंफॉर्मेशन. इफ ऑल द इंफॉर्मेशन इज गिवन देन दिस इज योर प्रायोरिटी वन. This is the best formula. Sir, here what is C? What is ye? H you all know is the basically money held. Money held. I mean, high powered money. H is high powered money. H is high powered money. First, you note this down. Note this down. Then I will speak further. Sir, what is C? What is R? What is E? I will explain everything. First, write to 1 plus C by R plus E plus C. 1 plus C by R plus E plus C. First, you write this to. Then I will explain everything. Na? C. Okay, now C. C. Here it is. First of all, you see. Money multiplier I have made you right. Money supply I have made you right. Yes or no? It depends on three things I have made you right. Currency ratio, etc., etc. So now your question was, what is E? E is the excess reserve ratio. Excess reserve means whatever extra you are holding. Excess reserve ratio. Excess reserve ratio. R is the compulsory legal reserve ratio that I told na. That is the compulsory legal reserve ratio. Compulsory legal reserve ratio. And what is C? Currency ratio. Like what percentage of deposits people hold in the form of currency. Understood? Not understood now, everyone? Yes or no? Come on, guys. Note it down. C is currency deposit ratio. R is compulsory legal reserve ratio. E is excess reserve ratio. So if you have to calculate money supply, then you multiply H with the multiplier. H is high powered money. If you have to find multiplier only, then no need to multiply, only this is enough. 1 plus C by R plus E plus C. Come on, guys, it's crystal clear, yes or no, so that we can move on to sums and MCQs now. So remember, one important thing, money multiplier, money multiplier has inverse relation. Has inverse relation. R means the legal reserve ratio, which I told na, legal reserve ratio, compulsory ratio. Money multiplier has inverse or negative. Money multiplier has inverse. Money multiplier has inverse. I repeat, money multiplier has inverse. Money multiplier has inverse or negative relation with the money multiplier has inverse. Money multiplier has inverse or negative relation with the C, that is currency ratio, with currency ratio C. With currency ratio C. Money multiplier has inverse or negative relation with currency ratio C. If all the details are mentioned, this is the formula you will use. अगर सारा इंफॉर्मेशन दिया हुआ है तो ये वो फॉर्मूला है जो आपको यूज करना पड़ेगा. Is that clear, everybody? Yes, sir, that's crystal clear. So now, let's talk about this now. Let's talk about this now. Come on, everybody, let's talk about this now. See, compute credit multiplier. See, they have told credit multiplier. If the required reserve ratio is this and this for every 1 lakh deposited. So this is the initial deposits, yes or no? Now, इधर पे पहला फॉर्मूला जो मैंने सिखाया था 1/LRR वाला यूज होगा कि 1+C/R+C+E यूज होगा? ये आप लोग बताओ, कॉमन सेंस किसी के पास होगा तो वो सही आंसर देगा। अरे भाई, यहां पर करेंसी रेशियो नहीं है, एक्स्ट्रा रिजर्व नहीं है, हाँ, तो फिर क्यों ये यूज होगा? 1/R ही यूज होगा ना केवल। हाँ सर, वी गॉट द आइडिया. So what I say is, if it is 10%, then money multiplier is 1/10%. That is 10 times. And if it is 12.5%, then money multiplier is 1/12%, 12.5%, 1/12.5%. That is equal to 8 times. Because info ही उतना है. E means excess reserve. I told na excess reserve, E is excess reserve. Right. So now they ask credit creation. So how much credit has been created? See, in the first case, it has become 10 lakh. So 1 lakh was the initial deposits. So 1 lakh into 10. 10 lakh is the credit creation. And again, 1 lakh into 8. That is 8 lakh is the credit creation. I hope it's crystal clear, everybody. Very good. Very good. Very good. 3. Now let's do 3, na? Calculate currency with public. Notes in circulation, yes. Rupee, yes. This, yes. But cash on hand with banks, no. This is subtracted. I have told you again and again, cash on hand with banks is subtracted. We have done this in this sum also. Question 4 also. Cash on hand with banks is subtracted. Just remember that. So remember, when they ask credit creation, you multiply initial deposits. But with money multiplier, if they just ask money multiplier, then this is the answer. Moving on. See, here there are multiple data. If the required reserve ratio, so see R is 0.1. Currency in circulation is 400 billion. Demand deposits are this. So first you have to find currency ratio. So currency is 400 billion. Everybody, currency is 400 billion. But total deposits are 1000 billion. So it's 0.4. Next, demand deposits are 1000 billion again. That's over. Excess reserve E is 1 billion. 1 billion is not the 1 billion is the amount. We have to find the ratio. So Hamesha we find the total ratio with total deposits. Hamesha we find the total ratio with total deposits. What is the total deposit? 1000. So 1/1000, that gives us 0.001. 0.001. Now, friends, you all tell me what formula to use. 1/R, or this is the first one, and the second one is 1+C/R+C+E. You all tell me with common sense, मनी मल्टीप्लायर के लिए क्या यूज करें अब? फर्स्ट वाला कि सेकंड वाला? पता लग जाएगा कौन कौन सुन रहा है. You all tell me which one to use now, the first one or the second formula? See, now you have applied brains. You have told second one. Of course, second one we will use. Why? Because data about R, C and E is given. Information मालूम है तो second वाला ही ना use करेंगे. इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं मालूम है तब ना पहले वाला यूज करेंगे. करेक्ट. रंजीत वेरी गुड. ऋतिक करेक्ट. दिव्या करेक्ट. धीरज करेक्ट. साक्षी करेक्ट. रेणुका करेक्ट. That is what I am saying. So money multiplier equals to what? 1 plus C is 0.4 by R is 0.1. C is 0.4. E is 0.001. Bas compute it. So you are getting somewhere around 2.8 something of this. So it means that if it is rupee, if it is 2.8, means if high powered money, what? High powered money increases by rupees 1. अगर हाई पावर्ड मनी 1 रुपए से बढ़ता है, इफ हाई पावर्ड मनी इंक्रीजेस बाय rupees 1, then the total money supply is going to increase by 1 into 2.8, that is by 2.8 rupees, that is 2.8 times of that. Is that crystal clear, guys? Come on, everybody. Is that crystal clear, guys? So institute, all the 4 questions or 5 questions we have done. Now let's see if something is there in MCQ. We can just finish it off. Let's go ahead. 6th one. Acha, one was remaining, na? Yes, here it is. Under the minimum reserve system, minimum reserve, you know, the reserve that the banks are required to maintain. What is it saying? The central bank is empowered to issue currency to any extent by keeping an equivalent reserve. Arey Baba, central bank is required to make reserve. They are saying central bank is expected to make reserve. Central bank is empowered to issue currency to any extent by keeping only a certain minimum reserve of gold and foreign securities. Yes. Not equivalent. Certain minimum reserve is required. Sir, meaning that if 1,000 rupees is issued by the central bank, then central bank must not have 1,000 rupees of gold with it. अगर सेंट्रल बैंक इकोनॉमी में 1,000 रुपया डाल रहा है, तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि सेंट्रल बैंक को इकोनॉमी में सेंट्रल बैंक के पास 1,000 रुपया का गोल्ड हो तभी सेंट्रल बैंक इकोनॉमी में 1,000 रुपया डालेगा. ऐसा नहीं है. मिनिमम रिजर्व सिस्टम बोलता है कि अगर 1,000 का डाल रहा है तो एक सर्टेन परसेंटेज, मान लीजिए 30% है, तो अगर आपके पास मतलब सेंट्रल बैंक के पास 300 का गोल्ड और अदर सिक्योरिटीज है, तो वो 1,000 का लोन इशू कर सकता है, इकोनॉमी में मनी सर्कुलेट कर सकता है. सो इट रिक्वायर्स मिनिमम रिजर्व टू बी मेंटेन, नॉट इक्विवेलेंट रिजर्व टू बी मेंटेन. ओके सर. 6th one we already did. Now 7th one, very important question we have done right now. Supply of money is an economy depends on the in an economy depends on the decision of in an economy depends on the decision of central bank based on authority conferred on it, decision of central bank and the supply responses of the commercial bank. Yes. How commercial banks react. So it also depends on how commercial bank react. Very good. So 7B will be the answer. Banks in the country are required to maintain deposit with central bank. Why? To provide the necessary reserve for functioning. No. To meet the demand for money by the bank. No. To meet the central bank prescribed minimum reserve requirement and to meet settlement obligation. Yes. To meet the minimum reserve requirements. To meet the minimum reserve requirements, friends, this is set. Got it? To meet the minimum reserve requirements, friends, this is set. 9th one. If the behavior of the public and commercial banks is constant, if the behavior, what are they saying? If the behavior of public and commercial banks is constant, if the behavior of the public and commercial banks is constant, if the behavior of public and commercial banks is constant, if the behavior of public and commercial banks is constant, then behavior of public and commercial banks is constant. See, first let me make you understand this and then we shall talk about this. Three behaviors. Three behaviors. Three behaviors. Three behaviors in respect of money supply is seen. Three behaviors in respect of money supply is seen. Number one, central bank. Number one is the behavior of central bank. Number two, people's economic activities. Three behaviors. People's activities, economic activities, I mean. And finally, the joint behavior. And finally, the joint behavior of public, the commercial banks, and RBI. So I'll repeat. Please pay attention. There are three behaviors in respect of money supply. One is the central bank behavior. One is the people's economic behavior. And finally, the joint behavior of public, commercial banks and RBI. And finally, the joint behavior of public, commercial banks and RBI. Is that crystal clear, everybody? Yes or no? Come on, guys. Yes, sir. Sir, what should we do? First, we will complete this. Then what should we do after class? After class, friends, you must read. That is the only solution I have. Read what? ICAI material, ICAI module. If you read that, then you are very well secured for economics. You will do well. That is reasonably sure. See. Ninth number. If behavior of public and commercial bank is constant, then total supply of nominal money in the economy will directly vary with the supply of higher powered money issued by the central bank. Yes, because only three are involved. RBI, commercial banks, and central bank. So if RBI and commercial banks are constant, I repeat, if public and commercial banks are constant, then the only behavior left to watch is with RBI. So obviously A is only correct. I don't need to study further. Understood, everybody? Yes or no? Come on, everybody. Yes or no? Yes. Under the fractional means where we express in terms of percentage. Under the fractional means where we express it in terms of percentage. Under the fractional reserve system, the money supply is an increasing function of reserve money and the money multiplier. Reserve money and the money multiplier. Yes. If the money multiplier increases, the money supply increases. Let's see. Let's analyze. Yes. And reserve money. If the reserve money also increases, then also money supply increases. Yes or no? I'll give you an example. Money multiplier is what? 1 by R. So 1 by 10% is 10 times. 1 by 20% is 5 times. Yes or no? Very good. So is an increasing function of reserve money or high powered money and the money multiplier is an increasing function. Decreasing, it doesn't decrease. Let's pay attention now. Money supply is an increasing function of reserve money or high powered money, right? And a decreasing function of money multiplier. Reserve money or high power money and a decreasing function. See, money multiplier is what? Please pay attention. Okay. Please pay attention. Money supply is equals to what? Money supply is equals to what? Come on. Money supply equals to what, everyone? Money multiplier. Money supply is what? Money multiplier. Write it down with me. Write it down with me. Write it down with me. Money supply is equals to money supplier equals to money multiplier. Money supply is equals to money multiplier into what? Money multiplier into high powered money. So if this increases, this will increase. If this increases, this will increase. हाँ या ना? So this increases, this will increase, this increases, this will increase. So therefore it is an increasing, matlab there is a direct relation. There is a direct relation. A is the correct answer. Understood, not understood, everybody? Money supply is equals to money multiplier into high powered money. H means high powered money. तो इन दोनों में से कुछ भी बढ़े, मनी में सप्लाई बढ़ेगा, तो इंक्रीजिंग रिलेशन ही तो हुआ ना. यही तो बात है, बिल्कुल सही है. इंक्रीजिंग फंक्शन मतलब डायरेक्ट रिलेशनशिप. इंक्रीजिंग फंक्शन मतलब डायरेक्ट रिलेशनशिप. डिक्रीजिंग फंक्शन मतलब इनवर्स रिलेशनशिप. उम्मीद है क्लियर रहा होगा 10th वन. इज दैट क्लियर एवरीवन? नाउ पे अटेंशन एवरीवन. नंबर 11th, the money multiplier and the money supply. The money multiplier and the money supply are, see, money multiplier and money supply are positive related to the excess reserve ratio. No, I had made you right. It is negatively related to excess reserve ratio. How? I will tell you how. Because you, if you remember the formula, what is money supply or money multiplier equals to? 1 plus C by C. R plus C plus E. So C E is below. तो नीचे वाला अगर बढ़ेगा तो ऊपर वाला गिरेगा ना. Yes, sir. So they are negatively or inversely related to excess reserve. Understood, not understood? Yes or no? Basic sense is needed. Everybody confirm. Is this clear so far? Very good. Now, next thing is the currency ratio. What are they asking? Number 12th. Question number 12th. What they are asking is currency ratio represents what? What does the currency ratio represent? Please pay attention. The currency ratio represents what? The behavior of central bank? No. Currency ratio is what people hold. What people hold out. If I have 1,000 rupees, I told na, if I hold 600, then my currency ratio is 0.6. So currency ratio shows the behavior of public. CDR, as you remember, C shows the behavior of public. Size of money multiplier is determined by currency ratio. This, absolutely. Because you remember money multiplier is 1 plus C by R plus C plus E. So all of them are included in the formula. Perfect? Yes, sir, perfect. Dash tells us how much new money will be created by the banking system for a given increase in high powered money. Dash tells us how much new money will be created by the banking system for a given increase in high powered money. फिर से the 14th one they're asking is dash tells us how much new money will be created by the banking system for a given increase in high powered money. It is the credit multiplier. Everybody will remember this. Come on guys, yes or no? Yes sir, it's crystal clear. 15th one. 15th one. The money multiplier will be large. Money multiplier will be large. See, When will money multiplier be large? 1 plus C by R plus C plus E. So I want, what I want is, low R and E, low R and E. C also low will do. C also low will do. So friends, now let's see what the answer or options are. High C, low R, no. High C I cannot tolerate because yes, C is above. C ऊपर में तो है पर C नीचे में भी है. तो हाई सी तो नहीं बोलेंगे. कांस्टेंट सी, हाई आर नहीं. अगर हाई बढ़ेगा, अगर हाई आर बढ़ेगा तो मनी मल्टीप्लायर घटेगा ना. आप लोग देखो ना, 20 होता है 100/5, लेकिन अगर मैं डिनोमिनेटर को बढ़ा दूं और 100/10 कर दूं तो 20 की जगह 10 हो जाएगा ना. जब नीचे वाला बढ़ता है तो बाजू वाला घटता है ना. इफ द डिनोमिनेटर राइजेस देन द ओवरऑल वैल्यू ऑफ द फ्रैक्शन फॉल्स. If the denominator rises, overall value of the fraction falls, and hence we cannot afford to have high reserve ratio. Low this and low this, that would do the job for us. All are low, that will do the job for us. Friends, is that clear everyone? The ratio that relates to the very easy question, the ratio that shows the change in money supply to change in monetary base. Arey, monetary base means high powered money. Is what? Money multiplier. So all of you can write money multiplier is money supply by monetary base. Monetary supply by monetary base. Arey, it is from that formula. You have forgotten or what? Money supply equals to money multiplier into high powered money. So if high powered money आप इधर से हटा के इधर लेकर जाएंगे तो डिवाइड हो जाएगा. So here becomes the formula ना. So it is called money multiplier. Very easy question. Next, for a given level of monetary base, for a given level of monetary base, for a given level of monetary base, an increase in required reserve ratio will denote. For a given level of monetary base, an increase in required reserve ratio. Let's see. For a given level of monetary base means high powered money is constant. Increase in reserve ratio. I have taught you money multiplier is 1 by reserve ratio. Array, if this rises, then this will fall. So there will be a decrease in money supply, of course. Of course, there is going to be a decrease in money supply. Yes or no? Come on, everybody. 17, is this clear, everyone? Moving on to the 18th question. For a given level of monetary base, again, given means fixed level of high powered money. Monetary base means high powered money. An increase in currency ratio, C has risen, causes the multiplier to dash and the money supply to dash. Now try to understand something. Everybody try to understand something. Yes, try to understand something. Currency ratio means C. Okay? First of all, money multiplier into high powered money is monetary supply. So मनी मल्टीप्लायर एंड मनी सप्लाई आर डायरेक्टली रिलेटेड. तो अगर मनी मल्टीप्लायर बढ़ेगा तो मनी सप्लाई भी बढ़ेगा, और अगर मनी मल्टीप्लायर घटेगा तो मनी सप्लाई भी घटेगा. हाँ ना बोलना पड़ेगा. हाँ. अब हाई पावर्ड मनी तो कांस्टेंट है. अब सुनिए बात को. मैंने आप लोगों को एक लाइन लिखवाया था, आपने नोट किया था क्या? ये देखो, मैं वो लाइन दिखाता हूं. मनी मल्टीप्लायर हैज नेगेटिव रिलेशनशिप विद करेंसी रेशियो. हैव यू रिटन दिस लाइन? Money multiplier has negative relation with currency ratio. So money multiplier is inversely related with currency ratio. So money supply is also negatively related with currency ratio. Just like money multiplier is negatively related with currency ratio, similarly, money supply is also negatively related to currency ratio. Just like money multiplier is negatively related to currency ratio, money supply is also negatively related. So an increase in currency ratio will decrease both, will decrease both, will decrease both. Is that clear, friends? Is that clear, friends? And finally, the 19th point. If commercial banks reduce their holding of excess reserve, so E is falling. E is falling. And now you know M is equals to what? Money multiplier equals to what? 1 plus C by R plus C plus E. अरे E गिरेगा तो M बढ़ेगा ना. और M यानी मनी मल्टीप्लायर. अगर मनी मल्टीप्लायर बढ़ता है तो मनी सप्लाई भी तो बढ़ेगा. इफ मनी मल्टीप्लायर राइजेस मनी सप्लाई विल ऑल्सो राइज. So the money supply will increase. I hope it's crystal clear, everyone. Okay. So now let me make you write some important notes, relation notes, so that you don't get confused in MCQs in exam. Relation. So let's write the relation between, let's write the relation between money supply and its variables. Relation between money supply and its variables, so that you don't face confusion. I'll make a summary notes. So you can put the heading summary notes. Summary notes. Number one, money supply is directly related with high powered money, with high powered money, also called the monetary base. Money supply directly related with the high powered money or the monetary base. That is done, sir. Next, मनी सप्लाई राइट अलोंग डायरेक्टली मतलब समझ गए ना, पॉजिटिव रिलेशन. दोनों बढ़ेगा या दोनों घटेगा, बोथ विल राइज और बोथ विल फॉल. मनी सप्लाई इज directly related to money multiplier. Directly related. Number three, required reserve ratio, required reserve ratio, that is R, is inversely, inversely मतलब opposite relation, is inversely related. Required reserve ratio is inversely related. Required reserve ratio is inversely related. Required reserve ratio, required reserve ratio is inversely related to required reserve ratio. ठीक है, is inversely related to money multiplier and money supply. Money supply. Required reserve ratio is inversely related to money multiplier and money supply. Again, C, currency deposit ratio is also inversely related to money multiplier and money supply. चार बात तो बोल दिया है. And the fifth thing is E. E. Excess reserve ratio is also inversely related. Is also inversely related. Is also inversely related. Is also inversely related. E. Excess reserve ratio is also inversely related to money multiplier and money supply. Friends, is that crystal clear? Come on, guys. Now I think you will not make any mistakes as far as MCQ is concerned. Next, I'll repeat. Next, money multiplier has two formulas. One is 1 by R. One is 1 by R. If only R, that is legal reserve ratio given. If only R given. But it is equals to 1 plus C by R plus C plus E. If all details given. Hopefully it's crystal clear, everyone. R is the one which is mandatorily required. That is legal requirement, legal compulsion. E is the extra that you are, that you means the commercial banks are maintaining on their own. And yes, C, currency ratio shows the behavior of public. Currency ratio shows behavior of public. Currency ratio shows behavior of public. These are the summary notes, friends. Currency ratio shows behavior of public. This is note number 3, money multiplier. This is note number 7. Currency ratio shows behavior of public. Currency ratio shows behavior of public. No, Karthik, it is not important, but here it is true. For C, it is true, Karthik. Because money in our hands will not expand. Money in the hands of government will, or in the hands of banks will expand as it will go from one hand to another. But in our hands, it will not expand much. You don't need to go there. You just need to remember this after all. 7 points of summary notes I have written so far. Please copy it down. Come on, everybody. Is that clear so far? So, if you look into the entire discussion, we discussed, see, so we have completed number 2, the supply of money as we were discussing. Okay. We have here in covered what is the meaning of money supply. It's a stock variable. Money supply is a stock variable. Remember this. Okay. It refers to the money available to public in general. Okay. Public includes the households, the firms, the NBFC, the public sector undertaking, departmental undertakings, foreign banks and governments, IMF. Okay. But it doesn't include the central government, the state government, the local bodies and the banking system. That is RBI and other commercial banks. Okay. What is fiat money? Currency that is issued by RBI and it is backed by the government. Currency issued by the RBI or the central bank and backed by the government is called fiat money. There are 4 major components of money supply. M1, it is currency held by public plus demand deposits with banks, other deposits by RBI. And M2 is M1 plus saving deposit with post office. M3 is M1 what time deposit in the banking system, and M3 is to M4 is M3 plus total deposits. M1 is the most liquid, M4 is the least liquid, M1 is narrow money, M4 is broad money. 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 M1 is the least liquid, M4 is, I repeat, M1 is the most liquid, M4 is the least liquid. M1 is the most liquid, M4 is the least liquid. M1 is the most liquid, M4 is the least liquid. M1 is narrow money, M4 is broad money. There are two ways to compute high powered money. High powered money is also called reserve money, central bank money, and monetary base or the base money. It includes currency with public, bankers deposit with RBI, banks deposit with RBI, and other deposits with RBI. Is that clear, everybody? Is that clear, everybody? And then I told interbank deposits are not included in money supply. 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 Hopefully it's crystal clear. And then we discussed about three behaviors in respect of money supply. One is the central bank behavior, who decides the money supply, people's activities, economic activities, and joint behavior of people, that is the public, the commercial banks, and the Reserve Bank of India. Now, everyone, in summary notes, we have discussed seven different points. In summary notes, we have discussed seven different points. I hope it's crystal clear to everybody. Interbank money is the inter deposits with banks. One bank keeping money with other bank is called inter deposit money. Is that clear so far? So friends, that's it. We have completed the supply of money portion as well. Next day, we will look into the next chapter. That's it. Next unit. That's it. Thank you very much. Goodbye, everybody. Okay, bye bye. Thank you. Yes.